Have you ever heard that drinking water the wrong way, or keeping it in the wrong kind of bottle, can actually harm the body?
Hello there, dear friends. Water. It's something we all need every single day. It keeps our bodies alive, our minds clear, and our hearts beating strong. But have you ever heard that drinking water the wrong way, or keeping it in the wrong kind of bottle, can actually harm the body?
It might sound surprising. After all, water is one of the purest, safest things we can drink. Yet just like a beautiful flower can wilt if given too much water at once, our bodies can also suffer if we drink in ways that don't suit our needs. And sometimes, the very container we trust to hold our water could be quietly causing harm without us even noticing. In this time together, we'll uncover two important truths: how drinking water in the wrong way can be dangerous, and how storing it in unsafe bottles can bring hidden risks into our lives. Think about it for a moment. How many times a day do you reach for your glass or bottle of water? Have you ever wondered if the way you drink, or the container you use, is truly safe for your health? By the end of this conversation, you'll understand not just the why, but also the how. How to drink water in a way that truly nourishes you, and how to choose containers that protect rather than harm. Because water should be a blessing to the body, never a burden. Friends, most of us have heard that drinking enough water is important. But what many don't realize is that drinking too much water, especially all at once, can actually be harmful. According to scientific studies, when we drink excessive amounts of water in a short period of time, it can cause something called water intoxication. What does that mean? Imagine adding too much water into a cooking pot until everything overflows. Our bodies can experience a similar reaction. When too much water enters the system too quickly, the blood becomes overly diluted. This lowers the level of sodium in the blood. And sodium is essential for keeping our cells balanced and our nerves and muscles working properly. If sodium drops too low, water can move into the cells, causing them to swell. This is especially dangerous for brain cells, as there's very little room for swelling inside the skull. In severe cases, it can lead to confusion, seizures, or even loss of consciousness. Some people might think, but I've always heard to drink a lot of water for health. And yes, water is good, but as with anything in life, balance is key. Even healthy things can become harmful if taken in the wrong way or in the wrong amount. It's a reminder that our bodies are wise. They often tell us when they need something. Feeling thirsty is one of those signals. Listening to that gentle message, instead of forcing large amounts of water, can help us stay safe while still staying hydrated. So, perhaps it's worth asking, how much water do you usually drink in one sitting? Could your habits be kinder to your body if you spread it out over the day? There are certain drinking habits that, over time, may not be as harmless as they seem. One common mistake is drinking a large amount of water in a very short time. It might happen after exercising, after being outside in the heat, or even as part of a water challenge someone has heard about. The intention might be good, but the impact on the body can be stressful. Another habit is drinking water when the body is not actually thirsty, and doing so in excessive amounts. Based on scientific observations, the body has an excellent way of regulating fluids through natural thirst. Ignoring this signal and forcing more water than needed can put unnecessary strain on the kidneys and upset the body's natural balance. Then, there's the habit of drinking a lot of water right before bedtime. While staying hydrated is important, drinking too much at night can lead to disturbed sleep due to frequent trips to the bathroom. For older adults, this can also increase the risk of falls during nighttime walks to the toilet, which can be dangerous. Think of the body like a garden. Too little water, and the plants will wilt. But too much water, given all at once, can cause roots to rot. The goal is steady, gentle watering, enough to nourish, never to flood. It's worth reflecting. Do any of these habits sound familiar? Do you drink quickly, without really feeling thirsty? Or perhaps fill a large glass before bed, thinking it's healthy? Adjusting these habits can bring more comfort to daily life, while keeping the body safe and balanced. How can someone tell if the body has had too much water? The signs can be subtle at first, but they're worth knowing. One of the earliest signs is feeling nauseous or bloated. This happens because the stomach is suddenly holding more fluid than it can comfortably handle. Another common sign is dizziness or lightheadedness. When the sodium level in the blood becomes too diluted, the balance between fluids inside and outside the cells is disturbed, which can affect how the brain functions. Some people may also notice swelling in the hands, feet, or face as extra water moves into the tissues. Frequent urination is another sign. While going to the bathroom regularly is normal, an unusually high number of trips, especially in a short period, could mean the body is trying to get rid of excess fluid. In more serious cases, a person might feel confused, have trouble concentrating, or even experience a sudden drop in alertness. For older adults, these symptoms can be mistaken for other conditions, such as low blood pressure or fatigue from daily activities. That's why awareness is important. Knowing these signs can help prevent more serious problems. It's helpful to remember, our bodies are like careful managers of a household. They keep track of every drop of fluid, making sure everything is in balance. But if too much arrives too quickly, the system struggles to keep up. Have you ever experienced any of these symptoms after drinking a lot of water? Could it have been your body's way of saying, "That's enough for now"? There was once a story of an older gentleman who loved staying healthy. He had read in an article that drinking plenty of water could cleanse the body and improve energy. One summer afternoon, after working in his garden under the hot sun, he decided to drink several large glasses of water all at once. He thought it would refresh him instantly. At first, he felt fine, but within an hour, he began to feel dizzy and slightly sick. His hands and feet started to swell, and his speech became unclear. His family, noticing something was wrong, quickly took him to the hospital. Doctors found that his sodium levels had dropped dangerously low due to what's called water intoxication. Thankfully, with proper care, he recovered fully. But it was a powerful reminder for his family, and for him, that even something as simple as water can become risky if not handled wisely. This isn't just one isolated case. According to various health reports, people of all ages have experienced similar situations, often from drinking too much water in a short time, whether after sports, during heat waves, or even as part of health challenges seen online. It's like filling a delicate vase too quickly. The water overflows, and the beauty of the vase is at risk. Our bodies deserve gentle care, not sudden floods. Have you ever felt tempted to drink large amounts of water in one go, thinking it's the best choice? Perhaps this story can serve as a quiet reminder. Sometimes, slow and steady truly is the safest way. While the way we drink water is important, the container we use can be just as crucial. Many people trust their water bottles without thinking twice, but some bottles are made from materials that can be harmful over time. For example, certain plastics contain a chemical called BPA bisphenol. Studies have shown that BPA can slowly seep into the water, especially when the bottle is exposed to heat or sunlight. There are also bottles made from recycled plastics that are not food grade, meaning they were never intended to hold drinking water. These can contain residues from their previous use or chemicals that may affect health. Even some metal bottles can be unsafe if the inside coating contains toxic paint or other harmful substances. For older adults, who often keep and reuse bottles for months or even years, the risk can quietly build up. The harm isn't always immediate. It can slowly affect the body, impacting hormones, kidney function, and overall health. Think of it like storing fresh, clean water in a rusty old pot. No matter how pure the water was at the start, the container changes its safety and quality. Have you checked your water bottle recently? Is it labeled BPA-free, made from food-grade, stainless steel, or glass? Choosing the right bottle is a simple step, yet it can make a big difference in protecting long-term health. When harmful chemicals from certain bottles enter the water we drink, they don't always cause an immediate reaction. Instead, they can quietly build up in the body over time. One well-known example is BPA, a chemical used in some plastics. Scientific studies have shown that BPA can interfere with the body's natural hormones, acting almost like an unwanted messenger that confuses the body's systems. For older adults, this can mean extra strain on organs that are already working hard every day. The kidneys, which filter waste from the blood, may have to work even harder. Long-term exposure to harmful chemicals has also been linked to higher risks of certain cancers and problems with the heart and liver. Children and grandchildren can be affected too, because their bodies are still developing. Even small amounts of these chemicals can influence growth, brain development, and hormone balance. This is why safe storage is important for every generation in the family. It's similar to how a garden can be affected by polluted rain. The damage might not be visible at first, but over time, the plants grow weaker, and the harvest suffers. Our bodies deserve the same careful protection from the water we drink to the bottles we choose. Have you ever wondered how long you've been using your current water bottle? Is it truly safe for daily use? Making a small change today could mean protecting your health for many years to come. Even the safest bottle can become a problem if it is not cleaned regularly. Over time, small amounts of water left inside can create the perfect place for bacteria, mold, and even algae to grow. These invisible guests can change the taste of the water, cause unpleasant odors, and in some cases lead to health problems. For older adults, drinking from a bottle that hasn't been cleaned properly can increase the risk of diarrhea, throat infections, or stomach discomfort. This is especially true if the bottle is used daily and carried to different places, from the living room, to the garden, to the car. Warm environments, like a sunny kitchen counter or a hot car seat, can make bacteria grow even faster. Some people think a quick rinse is enough, but research shows that bottles, especially those with straws or tight lids, need thorough cleaning with warm, soapy water every day. Parts like rubber seals or lids should be removed and cleaned separately to ensure no residue is left behind. Think of your bottle like a favorite teacup. You wouldn't drink from it without washing it first, no matter how clean it looks. The same care should be given to the bottles that hold the water, keeping you hydrated. When was the last time your water bottle had a proper wash? Could today be the day to start making it a daily habit? Choosing the right water bottle is a simple step that can bring long-term benefits to your health. Look for bottles labeled BPA-free, which means they are made without harmful chemicals often found in some plastics. Stainless steel bottles that are food grade or glass bottles are also excellent choices. These materials are durable, safe, and do not release dangerous substances into your water. Once you have a safe bottle, caring for it properly is just as important. Wash it every day with warm, soapy water, making sure to clean all parts, including lids, caps, and rubber seals. Allow it to dry completely before using it again. Moisture left inside can encourage bacteria or mold to grow. Avoid leaving water in the bottle for too long, especially in warm environments. Even safe bottles can allow water to lose freshness if it is stored for many hours in heat. Refill with fresh water regularly and keep the bottle in a cool, shaded place whenever possible. Think of it like caring for a good cooking pot. The right material keeps your food safe, but only if it's cleaned and maintained with care. The same applies to bottles and drinking water. Have you checked your bottle today? Is it safe, clean, and ready to protect your health instead of harming it? A few minutes of attention each day can give peace of mind for years to come. Drinking water safely is not about strict rules, but about gentle habits that keep the body balanced. One of the best ways is to drink slowly, in small amounts, throughout the day. This allows the body to absorb the water it needs without putting extra strain on the kidneys or lowering sodium levels too quickly. Pay attention to your body's natural signals. Thirst is a simple yet reliable guide. Another helpful sign is the color of your urine. Pale yellow usually means good hydration, while very dark urine can mean you need more fluids. Completely clear urine all the time may suggest you are drinking more than necessary. Choose a clean, safe container, and refresh your water regularly. Avoid storing it in hot places, such as inside a car on a sunny day, and never leave it in the same bottle for more than 24 hours without cleaning. It can also help to adjust water intake to your activities. On warmer days or after gentle exercise, drink a little more. On cooler, quiet days, your body may need less. Like caring for a delicate plant, give your body water steadily and thoughtfully. Have you noticed when you feel most refreshed after drinking water? Perhaps it's not just the amount, but the way you drink it, calmly, in balance, and with care for both your body and the container you trust. There was a kind elderly woman who lived in a quiet village surrounded by green hills. She had always been careful with her health, but as she grew older, she began paying closer attention to the small choices in her daily life. One of those choices was how she drank her water. In the past, she would often refill the same plastic bottle for weeks without washing it, thinking it was harmless. She also tended to drink large amounts of water in one go, believing it would give her energy. But after learning from a community health talk about the risks of unsafe bottles and overdrinking, she decided to make a change. She bought a sturdy stainless steel bottle, safe for food and free of harmful chemicals. She made a habit of washing it every evening before bed. During the day, she sipped water slowly, listening to her body's signals, and kept track of how she felt. Over time, she noticed her digestion improved. Her sleep became more peaceful, and she rarely experienced bloating or discomfort. Her children and grandchildren saw her example and began following her lead. Soon, the whole family had switched to safe bottles and healthier drinking habits. Her story became a gentle reminder in the village. Caring for one's health doesn't always mean big, difficult changes. Sometimes, it's the small, consistent steps, like safe water and a clean bottle, that bring the greatest comfort and longevity. Have you ever thought that such simple choices could make such a lasting difference in life? Water is life. It flows through every cell, every organ, and every heartbeat. But just as important as the water itself is where it comes from and how it is stored. A clean, safe source gives the body the nourishment it needs, while the right container keeps it pure until the moment it is enjoyed. Take a moment to reflect on your own habits. Where does your drinking water come from each day? Is the bottle or glass you use truly safe? Do you give as much attention to the container as you do to the water itself? Sometimes, health is not only about what enters the body, but also about what is kept away from it. Harmful chemicals, hidden bacteria, and unnecessary stress on the organs. By making mindful choices, it's possible to protect the body quietly, every single day. Water is life. It flows through every cell, every organ, and every heartbeat. But just as important as the water itself is where it comes from and how it is stored. A clean, safe source gives the body the nourishment it needs, while the right container keeps it pure until the moment it is enjoyed. Take a moment to reflect on your own habits. Where does your drinking water come from each day? Is the bottle or glass you use truly safe? Do you give as much attention to the container as you do to the water itself? Sometimes, health is not only about what enters the body, but also about what is kept away from it. Harmful chemicals, hidden bacteria, and unnecessary stress on the organs. By making mindful choices, it's possible to protect the body quietly, every single day. Imagine your health as a precious garden. The water you give it should be clean, balanced, and delivered with care. Both the source and the vessel matter. This simple awareness can bring peace of mind, knowing that each sip is a gift to your well-being. Perhaps today could be the start of a small change, one that benefits not only you, but also your family. Because every safe sip is a step toward a longer, healthier, and more comfortable life. Every drop of water we drink is a chance to care for our health. By choosing the right way to drink, the right amount for our needs, and the right container to hold it, we give our bodies the respect and kindness they deserve. These small choices, repeated every day, become habits that protect us for years to come. Think of the people you love, your family, your friends, your community. When we look after ourselves, we also set an example for those around us. The safe, gentle habits we practice can inspire others to do the same, creating a circle of care that reaches far beyond our own lives. So, let every sip be a mindful one. Let each refill be a moment to ensure the bottle is safe and clean. And let every day be an opportunity to balance our needs with our health, keeping both in harmony. Thank you for sharing this time and reflecting together on such a simple yet powerful part of life. See you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay spirited. Warm regards from me. For a happier and more meaningful senior life.